Next up in the presentations here are our Thai colleague Trakarn coming in here on the scholarship and showing a little bit about what is going on in Thailand and an interesting goings-ons in the island of Samui. It's a nice place, and hopefully also part of this story can show various measures in terms of both mitigation and adaptation that we can learn from also in countries in Europe. So I'm looking forward to your presentation.
Thank you for introduction. So welcome everyone. So today I would like to present you in these three subjects about general climate change in Thailand, and then present you a case study on Samui Island, which is like a consultancy project. It's like APEC, low carbon model town phase 2, and then the phase 1 is in China, and then ongoing and future work on Samui Island. So I would like to just say frankly first that this is not research projects, it's consultancy project. So the scale is not the same at all, and the application or implementation is still not there yet. So it's still feasibility study. So we'll see first that why we have to think about this climate change in Thailand, because we have real or local impacts in Thailand. Since perhaps you cannot see here, this is annual mean temperatures in Thailand since 1951. So it's more or less not that much different. But if you see this one, this is annual mean minimum temperatures. It's increasing steadily. So it's increased every year from 1951 to 2011. So you can see the rise of mean minimum temperatures as well as the mean maximum temperatures. So if you see from here, it's around 1 degree Celsius higher. So we are getting hotter and hotter in Thailand and any other place in the world. And not only the temperature that has been increased, it also have other impacts. For example, also rainfall. You can see this map 10 years ago, just only 10 years. And the yellow one is it means that there is such small rainfall, and then these have higher rainfall. So the red one is the highest rate of the rainfall. So going to 2010, now we have less rainfall. And we are agricultural countries, so we need rain to produce our agricultural products. So this is going to be a big problem in the future. In Thailand, we also have drought problems during summertime. It's getting worse and worse every year as well. And then industry also requires water and also agricultural production, as well as new energy market on biofuel and biomass production. So they are going to have water war sooner or later. And we also have flood problems. So in 2001, there are flood problems Thailand's largest flood crisis. And all in all, we have around 800 dead, 3 missing, and it's cost 1.4 trillion Thai baht or 0.3 trillion Danish kroner in that particular event. And then it's claimed that the flood caused by several reasons, too much water from the northern of Thailand, tides in the morning and evening, water in Krong rise or cannot rise, and also raining locally. So they said that these are the actual impacts. And also part of impacts are from climate change. Yeah, of course, climate change, and then the rainfall are not the same as the year before. But another problem is the problem of adaptation. How Asian country or developing country act on a problem that occurs rapidly. So you can see this is a part of the problem that we cannot adapt it effectively, or we cannot solve the problem in time. Because with lack of cooperation between different organizations, the data transfer to each place is too slow. So at the end, we cannot solve the problem in time, and there are a lot of people die. So these are the real problems that is not easy to be solved. So that's why we have to be really serious how to solve the problem and how to apply our study in the future, in reality. So that's why this is also part of the problem that we try to solve, also making different projects on how to make the city to be more low carbon. And this is also one of the projects there, which is low carbon model town on Samui Island, which is very famous for tourism. There are more than around 1 million tourists a year going there. So it's very beautiful island, and then we try to see that how to live there or be there more sustainably. And with this, we have like high aims that gonna be like low carbon city, the first low carbon island in Asia Pacific, which I still don't know that whether it's possible or not. I'm still skeptical about it, but I'm trying to make it happen. So we have some kind of very beautiful or like some kind of objective to have like increased social and human value, to have like local culture and lifestyle well mixed with modern lifestyle. So we still need some modern, and we still have to like have some eco lifestyle as well. Improve quality of life with eco lifestyle, tourist satisfaction with low carbon lifestyle. And in the same time, we have also like to preserve natural resource and also enhance green environment, and also like have low carbon emissions from hotels, resorts, school, house and transportations. So, and also have to have high value of land and economy and investment attraction as well. So it seems very like high aim. How can we do that? We need to have some different measures in order to go for this aspect. So these are some like methodology that first we set the target that in 2020 we would like to reduce our carbon dioxide emission to 20%, and in 2030 we would like to reduce our carbon dioxide emission up to 40% from business as usual scenarios. So how to do so is have to see that what are the sector that involved here. So there are residential sector, commercial sector and transportation sector that are the main sector that have like that emit carbon dioxide to the environment. So these are the main sectors, and our team work in different categories to propose measures in order to reduce the greenhouse gas emission. And for me myself, I work on the eco lifestyle, which is like add-on to all the options. Like if you think about like you have technologies, you have and also you have supply. But if you don't use it, if you don't demand for it, at the end it's useless. Like you have like low carbon building, but no one gonna make it or no one gonna use it. So how to drive the demand in order to use that technologies and use that all measures. So these are the main aim of my presentation in the few slides more. And in 20 and 30, you can see that these are some dream that we would like to make it true. So the starting point is at least to have the measure and try to calculate that what are the carbon dioxide emission reduction for each measure, and then what are the costs for different measures. It costs a lot, I must say, for the economic point of view. So these are the subcategory for all measures for Samui Island that is proposed in the APEC project. So for infrastructure planning, so they plan for greenery area, forest, orchards, and urban areas. And for non-greenery area, it's like have focus on walking street. I must say that in Samui Island, I visited only once for this project. So it's like, it's not easy to walk from different place to place. It's very hot. This walking street not so good yet, so they require a lot of improvements. And transportation, so they have planned to upgrade public transportation. Over there is have very special place, like you go there, you have two options as tourists, either taxi or van, which is very expensive. And or you just like have your private car. But for public transportation, it's not so good yet. So there are a lot of work to be done there. And also diffusion of low carbon vehicle, developing charging station, and have some mobility management around the island. And then have also space for bicycling and pedestrian. Although we have like, in Thailand we have also like plan for making like via bike more. In Bangkok as well. But they have the bicycling lane on the pedestrian walkway. So at the end it's not effective, and it's like implementation and plan is different things. So in my opinion, the most important thing is to find also to measure the effectiveness of the measure as well, and to see that which one we should go for before we making decision. But unfortunately, we hardly do it before. And okay, come back to the transportation. So then we also have like improvement of road condition, provide appropriate sightseeing information in order for all tourists to travel in a more like comprehensive way, and then you can reduce your consumption of energy and fuel. So that is going to be better for the environment. In the same time, for energy, have like both supply side and demand side, that they have to have like renewable energy and have to get the energy that haven't been used before in the island. Like they have a lot of coconut trees, so they can use some residue from the coconut tree production to make the energy as well. Or they have a lot of waste that they can make incineration and try to get the recovery of the heat and the electricity in that production. So there are still lot of possibility, but still so far way to go there. And area energy management and low carbon buildings. So these are like the different kind of measures, and also have different measure for the environment. Like they also need the good water supply because it's also lack of water, and also wastewater management. Most of wastewater treatment plants there have been out of order for some time. So somehow it's also like not clean water. And also solid waste management. The solid waste management system there has lower capacity than the existing waste generation nowadays. So we still have a lot of things to do actually. And then if you see here, water supply management, that they have also problem on water supply. In the same time, they also propose the greenery area, forest and everything. It's also require water. So somehow, not all the time that you can propose the measures which can be actually finally usable, because there are other problems like in the local impacts, like water impacts, that you also need water to plant for all the plants that you're going to make in the city or in the island. So this is also like another problem that come out. And in the same time, not all people want to use that measure. So that's why I have to build up how to do it in the local lifestyle, and then have to develop it in terms of low carbon center, eco pride program, eco event and activity, in order to increase awareness of the people, and also like have some platform for information exchange between different stakeholders. In the same time, also need some incentive program in order to motivate people to be more green, like having awards, subsidies, tax and soft loan for different stakeholders. So, and if it's possible, we have all 9 baskets of these low carbon model town measures. So we try to make these 9 measures to become true. And then for me, I have a chance after this project is finished, I'm continue with the Eco Pride program establishment in a more implementation phase next year. So somehow this is not just one-time project, it's ongoing project. First we have the framework and all the measures available, and second we try to drive it to different partners in order to make this measure, or like to implement some obvious measure like renewable energy, or like have some green roof, no, not green roof, but solar energy. But still, it still takes time. So let's see what about my part is eco lifestyle. So it's quite easy that you can work with, like to reduce the amount of waste by using less and eliminating waste as resource, reuse, recycle. Perhaps here, recycle is part of your everyday life, but not in many other countries. We still have a lot of work to go, like recycle and also reuse, using renewable materials or energy from waste that cannot be reused or recycled. Because of the point is like, we do not have effective waste separation. And then when we have some waste separation, we don't have the plant that can use energy from that waste yet. So at the end, we know that at the end, all the waste gonna be together. So why don't we separate? So it's like a chicken and egg, so nothing gonna happen because, okay, separation side, they think that it's not going to work, and then why do we do so? So we try to make this one come true to different local initiatives. And then actually, there are something there before this project happened as well. So we have to also learn what has been done there and try to promote that. You do very good things, so just keep continuing, and also like try to like motivate and inspire others in the community. So these are a part of the project as well. And also eco lifestyle in terms of eco event, like have some car-free day, clean up the world weekend. So we try to gather all the international event, and then also have to benefit First, also for the environment of the local people and also for the like promotion of the island for the tourism as well. So it can have like co-benefit not only on the society, on the environment, but also on economic issues. And then these are the framework or visualization of the Samui Low Carbon Center if it's going to be there, but not yet. So we have like different category inside, like energy, that how to make energy more sustainable. We have transportation, environmental planning, building, house structure, including eco lifestyle. So Samui Low Carbon Center can have responsibility to give information, like information center and also statistical data point. So to gather data that occur in this island and also public relations and transfer knowledge. That what you gain from this practice and then what are the future that you can move on. And also like set committee for Samui Eco Project program here. Because perhaps it's like here you do things without thinking that you got something back because it's have regulation there. Like, yeah, if you don't do it, you have to pay a lot. But over there is no strict regulation. So we have to try to find some incentive for people to just like to start using this like very environmental friendly products. So we have to set up some program in order to motivate people and also industry to use the products. So we have this Eco Point program, which including also Eco Point committee and also have certified Eco Point and reward and fund. You will see more detail in the next slide. And then after you have knowledge and statistics on this one and have support also from different partners, at the end you get like certificate of low carbon measures in order to get the 20% target in 2020 and 40% target in 2030. And then afterward also became like best practice in Thailand and other Asian countries. So we're trying to be the best practice, but it's still, there are a lot of steps to go. So if you see here now, you may understand more on the concept that eco lifestyle also have like, which is like sustainable and responsible lifestyle, which aim at reducing, maybe it's quite difficult to see here, but
yes.
Right? I think you can get slide afterward as well. So I hope that just to think that, okay, sustainability, you think about also human, environment, and also your pocket money. So how we get all these values together when you live your life. So these are the main themes that try to make you live in a more sustainable way. So we have to set up some approach, right? And this one is more bottom-up approach, try to make people live in a better way, and have some index. Because like as some kind of like boring engineering world, we need some index to be measurable, and then have some value, and then just cater data whether that value is like can be whether our goal are reached or not. So the index are something like carbon dioxide emissions, energy, fuel, water, material consumptions, waste generation, or the rate for reusing, reuse, recycle, and also repairing, and also different rate as well. For economic, like cost saving. So when you reduce your consumption, you also reduce the cost of your living as well. And also income generations. These kind of products also have income generation, so it also counts for economic benefits and employment opportunity from eco-service, eco-hotel, and eco-activities. So that also a part of economic index. And for sociological, cultural index, like social and cultural value that can be added in the program or in the activity that you raise. And then when you have index, you have measures. So the measure can be in the term of like eco-events, eco-service, eco-activities, eco-hotel, eco-products. And how can you know that are eco or not? So you need some programs and some committee to see that, okay, what are the criteria or what are the environmental benefits of that product, service, hotel or activity. So that also needs some framework to make this program happen. And then at the end you also need target. Yes. Then what are the goals that you would like to implement and reach afterwards. So that's why we have this program in order to make all the activity come true. So we need also like first you have to have like the committee in order to certify eco product and all the service and all activities. And then after, if you are the like tourist, when you go there, you buy some certain products or certain service, you're gonna get eco point, and afterward you can get reward by either gift voucher or maybe city tax assumption. So it will not be that much, but at least it has some add-on. And actually this one is also inspiration also from Japanese government, and they have like policy in Japan that work on the eco point program, and it's also work quite well. So it may be or may not be really applicable in other countries. We don't know yet. We have to try it out. Because this is just only feasibility study, only the test study. I never have a chance to really talk to Samui people. But in this year and next year, it's going to be better in terms of like the application of the project. So after having their study, the ongoing and future work going to be in two terms. First is like the training program for alternative energy and efficiencies toward low carbon society. And this project is funded by Department of Alternative Energy Development and Efficiencies. So we have to train people in the Samui Island, at least 900 people, about how to live, like what are the low carbon lifestyle, or what are the lifestyle that have like less impact on the environment, and how can we have like more sustainable energy consumption. So this kind of knowledge going to be present and like given to the public. And in the same time also next year going to be the project on APEC low carbon model town promotion through eco program development, which aim to meet around 1 year and 3 or 4 months. So these are the follow-up of this starting point, and afterward it's aimed to establish climate lab in Samui Island as well as in Bangkok, in order to make these measures and make this project like be implemented in the future. But still, it still have a long way to go, because as I mentioned to you that these are, most of them are consultancy projects. It's not really research based yet. So I hope that in this climate lab establishment we can have really research projects and try to make some like application and have also like local initiative included in the project more. Not only just something from the tower. Yeah. So thank you very much for your attention. And you are welcome for all questions and comments.
Great presentation.
Thank you. Yes.
Who's been asking for this?
Who been asking?
Yeah, I mean, is it the local government that wants to do this? Is it the national government? Is it a university initiative?
Actually, it's like it's more for this project.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the maybe you can see here. It belongs to Ministry of Energy. It's a part of their policy to work on this. But it's still, most of the policy is in the feasibility study phase. And actually in Samui Island, there are hundreds of reports on this type of study. So I'm trying that, okay, this one's gonna be something that maybe will be implemented in the future.
Yeah, very interesting presentation. Very contextualized idea of how you can develop these kinds of program. What I was looking a bit for is the feasibility aspect of it. You said you presented it as a feasibility study, and you presented many different measures and approaches. So which ones are most feasible, do you think, in terms of financial and social feasibility?
In fact, at the moment, I think this one, Eco Lifestyle or Eco Point Program, is more feasible because it's fit to our culture. We like something like on sale. So when we got some cash back, we are happy about that. So at least to make this kind of setup first, and then after have some this kind of like program other place, so it's easier for our measure to be implemented later. So some.
Yeah. No, I was just wondering the tourists. Are they domestic tourists or are they foreign tourists?
Foreign tourists.
Foreign tourists.
Yes, most of them, because it's too expensive for domestic tourists to go there. like only a trip for like a cost for transportation is cost around, let me think in terms of krone, like 10 euro per one time.
Yeah, okay.
So it's very expensive. But in my opinion, we have a lot of potentials to do something better. But still, it still need a lot of effort and also a lot of like partnership between like international level and also national level.
Yeah, just a question about the eco lifestyle. By another slide, we define the renew, reuse, recycle, and then the last one was renew.
Yes.
Yeah, what do you mean for that?
In fact, I must say that renew is a part of recycle and reuse. Yeah, it's like renewable energy, renewable material. So that's why it's like this one is made from my colleague actually, but in my presentation, in the actual thing, it's like it's not this renew. It's going to be reduce, reuse, recycle, repair, rethink, and another re. I cannot remember. Yes, we have like we try to make another new re in order to make attention. Like you think, okay, it's not only 3 R's. You have so many R's, you can have like 100 R's, but just do some R that you can. Try to make things more like variety, so that you can have more selection, and then you can at least do something. So,
No further questions, comments? No. Okay. Thank you.